All right, what's good, y'all? We're back. So, episode 2. Things are gonna be. I was gonna say a little different, but they're not. They're gonna be exactly the fucking same. But I don't know why I was thinking that. Um, we're in version 1.1.2. That's what's different. That's where I was going. All right. So that means we got some new shit added to the game, quite a lot. Um, I'll go through some more important things real quick. We got like cactuses, boats, leather, milk buckets, clay, reeds, paper, books, bricks, slime balls, bookshelves. That's a big one. I fucking love bookshelves. Jukeboxes. They added a few record discs. They have chickens now, eggs, minecart furnaces, minecart chests, fences, snow blocks, snowballs, compass, and the most important fucking feature by far, crouching. We got crouching now. We don't have to build anymore, falling off shit and whatnot. But yeah, we got crouching, so we're good. I think they added like some paintings too or something like that. We haven't used paintings yet, so that's cool. But yeah, just get rid of those fucking animals. We'll see if they come back. I don't think they will. I'm pretty sure they changed the way they spawned in this version, but I'll go through and kill them all, and hopefully we can plant this wheat farm. But first thing I want to do is build a reed farm, so I'm going to just get to it. When I come back, hopefully there's a reed farm finished. All right, see ya. What's up, guys? We're back. It's been a few weeks since I last checked in. Want to give you a little update on what I've been up to. I think when I last checked in, I told you I would build a sugarcane farm. And guess fucking what? I did. So, I'll go show off the sugarcane farm in a second. Right now, I am at my little outpost where I mine sand. There's just a giant beach here. So I've been completely destroying it with no real thought at all for the environment and the effects it'll have. This is my little outpost, though. Little paintings, very charming and cute. Yeah, just a bunch of sand. Down here is a tunnel I am digging back to spawn where my base is. I'll put a little minecart shack in there. But yeah, little outpost. I'll probably just cut to when I get back to the base because it's a bit of a hike. All right, we're back at the base. It's nighttime now. I added these little pillars. I don't know if I like them, but I'm not gonna get rid of them. They're there forever now. There's nothing I can do about it. But back at the base, I organized all my storage. I show you, but I don't think it's very interesting. So up here is where I've been spending most of my time. Just a lot of typical grinding out stone, wood, and glass to build these things. I filled in the wheat farm. I think it looks awesome, all filled in. But I think it looks great all filled in. Just something about having a big old wheat farm makes me feel like plentiful and prosperous and just like I'm thriving in life. I'll probably never use it, so it is pointless because I have this much just from planting the farm. And I'll never get rid of all that wheat, but I just like having it. It makes me feel good. But big pointless build. I'll show the... Damn, bro. You really gonna do this to me? You really gonna do this to me? Okay, we're good. But I'll show the wheat farm from the outside first, and we'll go look at it. Also, look how cool the... Or I meant to say the sugarcane farm, but the wheat farm looks cool too from up here. There's the sugarcane farm. I did the same thing with this one where I just inserted a giant rectangle into the mountain and made it overhang. So yeah, it's the same exact thing, except it's made out of planks instead of smooth stone. Because smooth stone you have to smelt it, and that was getting very annoying. I was having to go strip mining a lot for coal to smelt the cobblestone. But yeah, I made this little area, obviously. It's just quick, easy access to the outside. And then this is just so you can go up to the sugarcane farm. It's pretty cozy feeling. Here's a little window. Yeah, here it is. Trying to jump to give you a sense of scale. It's pretty big. It just goes straight through the mountain. But yeah, it's huge. But unlike the wheat farm, this will be super useful in the future. In this version, you obviously don't need leather to make bookshelves. So we essentially have unlimited sugarcane now that I will actually... I'll use this farm a lot. Because we have unlimited sugarcane. We have a nice, really big tree farm too. So we should have everything we need to make as many bookshelves as possible, which is key. One of the builds I want to do is make a big ass library. I tend to do that in most worlds I make, is just make a huge library. They're just fun. But yeah, I think that's all I've been doing. A fun thing I noticed is this is all on dirt and grass. You can't, in this version of the game, I don't know why, but you can't place sugarcane on sand. I made this whole thing. I filled it all in with sand, and then I go to plant the sugarcane, and it doesn't work. So yeah, just a weird little thing. You have to use dirt or grass. Also, getting this grass here was hard because there's no silk touch. But yeah, that's all I got. I think I'll check in next time when I build something. When I finish building whatever I build next. I'm kind of torn between starting a library next or a cactus farm. I'll probably do the cactus farm first since we're just building farms lately. So yeah, I'll build a cactus farm. That's when I'll check in with you next. It'll probably be just as comically big and pointless. Except cactus will be the most pointless of all because it has no purpose in this point of the game. It does nothing. It doesn't make dye. It doesn't do anything. You can throw items into it and they disappear. I guess that's a use, but yeah. Gonna make a big cactus farm. All right, what's up, guys? We're back. So, first of all, just fucking look at this shit. Doesn't this look dope? I'm actually really happy with how the base looks from up here. Or maybe it's just because it's at night and like the nighttime lighting makes everything look good, but this looks dope. The fucking wheat farm, tree farm, little path, the hidey hole. I'm really happy with how this looks, actually. So that's sick. But I don't remember what day I last checked in. It wasn't too long ago. But since then, I have built a cactus farm. So I figured it's time to check in. I'm actually on the cactus farm right now. I'm on top of it. But cactus farm complete, so I figured it's time for a check-in. Show you what I've done. I played a decent amount the last few days. Today I grinded like the entire day. Oh wait, you get down over here. But I grinded out the entire day today, so it's like just today alone I played like literally all day. I don't know, like 14, 15 hours. Like that's all I've done. So here's the cactus farm. I'll show you the outside first. So I decided to put the cactus farm over here. I know it's fucking, the trees make it look ridiculous. I'm sorry. But what I did is I made a little step pyramid. And the idea was to have like at each like step part of the pyramid, put like trees around it. I guess I just didn't make the steps big enough because the trees would only grow into mega trees, like you know, these big stupid trees. I fucking hate those things. They're so annoying to deal with. So it just doesn't look the way I thought it would. I imagine a bunch of small little trees that would grow in the last version, but now if there's like not enough room, it just grows these fucking mega trees. So it looks silly. I might get rid of them all, but leaf decay in this version is fucking weird, so I'd probably have to remove it by hand. So I think for now they're just staying there. But it still doesn't look that bad. The trees just look fucking weird. It's not how I envisioned it. I didn't imagine these giant ball ass looking trees, but whatever. But anyways, I just made the cactus farm, and I kind of just covered it in a step pyramid, and I think it actually looks pretty good. Other than the trees, I mean, it looks good for just like sort of winging it at least. But yeah, and here's the actual cactus farm. It's pretty good. There's cactus on the side, so if you want to like manually grab some, but this thing produces a shit ton. Over here's the little collection area. You just hop down here and you can get down there. And right there's your cactus. This thing produces a motherfuck ton. I just AFK'd here for like 5 minutes and I had 2 stacks. So we have as much cactus as we want. Like if I ever need a project with like green dye or what else was it? Green dye, or if I just want a bunch of cactus for like a build I'm using or something, we already got it. We're good. But right now it does nothing. So let's go. But in future updates it will do something. So I guess I got that going for me. But yeah, here's the cactus farm. That's all I got. Next thing I'm going to build is probably a mine. I know I said library last time, but I want to build a new mine that's just like a big hole to bedrock that's got its own little designated area. So I think I'm going to build that next. Yeah, I'll check in when I have something useful or something significant to show, I guess. But until then, yeah, there's the cactus farm. That's it. Later. All right, what's good, y'all? We're back. So, it's been a while since I last recorded anything. I was playing a lot, but I went on a trip to Vegas for a wedding, and I've been back for a day now, and I really don't remember what I did. When I left off, I was building the mine. So here's the cactus farm. I built this this pathway, the mine. This is the mine right here. I first built this pathway, and there was kind of like, I was like, I'm just gonna make a square right here where the path was, and I was like, that's just gonna be the entrance to the mine. So this is what I did. It's just a big hole to bedrock. It didn't actually take that long to dig. I thought that was gonna be like that was always the intimidating part of it, but it was pretty easy. It took like 3-4 hours because it was taking me less than 3 minutes to dig out one layer with an iron pick. So, you know, do the math on that. It's pretty quick. And then down here you got like a little storage area. This way I don't have to run back to the actual storage area all the time. I can just throw random fucking cobblestone and shit in here all I want. Then on each side there is these big tunnels, and you fucking strip mining them. It's crazy. But yeah, that's really it. They go up to Y11, I'm pretty sure. I don't know how to check in this version actually, but it's where the lava starts. Yeah, nothing too crazy. Next thing I had in mind was a tree farm. So once the fucking tree farm's done, I'll check back in with you. Pasta la pizza. And we're back. So library's finished. This is what it looks like. We're in the library right now. It's honestly fucking sick. I love building libraries in this game. I don't know why. I always will. It's especially fun in this old version because they're even more pointless, because this is usually where you'll put your fucking enchanting table. There's no enchanting tables in this game, obviously, so I don't have it. But this is what I came up with. There's sort of 2 levels to it. Like here's some tables, there's shelves, spammed all over the damn place. This took so many bookshelves. It was like, I think 12 stacks of bookshelves or something like that. This little area I made to one day put an enchanting table. I think it would just be cool to fucking one day come back to this and finally finish it essentially and be like, boom, enchanting table. That won't be for a very long time though. At the pace we're going, I've been doing this shit for like almost like a month and a half, maybe 2 months. I'd have to look back at old video files and figure out when we first started the series. But I've been doing this so long, it's like we won't get to the full release of the game when they first released the enchanting table for like 2 full fucking years. Like, it's gonna be a really long time at the pace they're going. But yeah, this is what I came up with. There's like a balcony all around, and then a balcony in the middle of the entrance. There's like this cool little hidey hole here where you can like read books with some shade. I don't know, some sofas, shelves spammed all over, and then you can get up to the second level through these ladders. And then the entrance is actually over here. The same thing up here, bookshelf spam and table spam. It's just fun to do. I don't know. This is the actual entrance though. I went for like a SoFi Stadium type of vibes where you put most of it in the ground. If any of you know what SoFi Stadium is, then you'll get that, but most people probably don't. Maybe they do. I have no idea. But yeah, it's just a giant box shoved into the ground. So most of this building obviously took digging more than anything else because it's like really deep into the ground when you actually look at it. From the outside, it actually looks like a kind of small building, like something small, but it's fucking huge. Yeah, and over here, this house is getting in and out easier, but you can really see it's got some depth to it. Also, I cheated a little bit. I've been learning a little about glitches in this version of the game, and one of them is you can turn forward the time on your computer, and the game will speed up and go faster. So to dig this hole, I was taking advantage of that. It just makes time go faster. Like, the game still works exactly the same, but it just speeds up time. So it made digging the hole actually quite a bit easier. I think part of the fun of playing these versions of the game is taking advantage of things like that, especially when you have hindsight on your side, and you're like, this weird little janky fucking exploit isn't going to be around forever. I'm going to use it while it's here, though. As long as it's nothing too game breaking, though, that is. Like, obviously, there's duplication glitches in every version of the game. It's like, I'm not going to use that because it kind of undermines, the whole point of even playing the game. But yeah, just for full transparency, I was using that because I think it's weird and funny and helpful for digging a giant fucking hole. But I think it's about update time. So what we're going to do is I got one more build I had in mind for this version of the game, and that is a boat highway that is going to go probably from somewhere around here to the sand outpost to function as a quick way to get to the sand outpost and a safe way during the nighttime, but mainly just because boat highways are dope and they're like a staple of old school Minecraft. So it's like you have to have that shit in your world. So I'm going to build that. Then when we come back, I'll probably talk about the next update. All right, welcome back. Boat highway complete. This is going to be the last time we load this world in Alpha 1.1.2. We're going to be updating. By the way, here's the boat highway. It goes around the entire base. So you see it way off in the distance. And then it goes straight down here to the sand quarry, or where I've been mining sand. But this is the last build of 1.1.2. We're going to be updating to 1.2.6. That's the last version of Alpha. So I'm feeling kind of sad that Alpha's already done. Well, it's not done, but
I want to stay in alpha for a long time though, so I think I'll make a couple episodes in 1.2.6 because I'm not ready to move on. I'm just not. We're gonna stay in alpha as long as we want to, so there might be 2, maybe 3 episodes in 1.2.6. We'll see. It just depends on how much I want to do before we move on to beta finally. But yeah, next update, it's gonna be 1.2.6. That's the last version of alpha. At least I think it is. If I'm being honest, I'm just looking at the fucking the launcher, so I don't actually know. But yeah, here's the boat highway. I'm not gonna ride a boat on it because it's kind of annoying. If I'm being honest, they break really easily. It's more just like a cool place to go on to give me vantage points. I think the next build we do, what I want to do is put towers all around it, so I have a bunch of different access points to the highway. So it's like there'll be a bunch of towers to get up to it at different spots. That way, there's not just one spot to get to it. But we'll do that in the next episode. For now, we're good. It's funny. I built this highway, and I thought like the main reason I went around the base is so I could have like almost use it to like survey new areas to build for the base, and just old school alpha terrain generation looks so much better than anything I could build. It's almost embarrassing. But it gives you some cool looks on it. I'm pretty happy with how the base is turning out so far. I think the thing I like the most about it is it feels old school. Like it, you know, like it doesn't feel like, it feels like someone built this 10 fucking years ago, you know? It doesn't, it's not like too complicated or anything like that. Or at least to me it gives that vibe, but yeah, it looks pretty nice. It's nice to see it up high for once. I need to get rid of these trees. These trees fucking suck. I'll probably do that at some point. I don't know. Holy smokes, boss. Look at that. God damn, the terrain is so good in this game. Oh my god, it looks good everywhere. Holy shit. Yeah, this terrain's OP. Yeah, this is what we ended up with. And like I said, the next episode will be like a part 1 of 2 or 3 or something like that for alpha 1.2.6. But for this episode and this update, we're done. When we come back 1.2.6, I got like a million different projects. It adds a bunch of shit, but yeah. I'm editing. Also, I wanted to add that I'm editing episode 1 and 2 at the same time. So I'm gonna edit and put out alpha 1.0.4, the first episode, and then 1.1.2. Those will come out at the same time. But episode 3, it'll probably be like a month later because I want to put a lot of. I like these episodes to be as short as possible and have a ton of progress in them. So, you know, if I'm not, I feel like a good amount of progress for an episode should be like 50 hours of gameplay and like significant progress build wise, you know. If I'm not doing that, then it's like there's nothing really to update, I feel like, you know, and I want it to be pretty short. So hopefully this video is not too long. Because it has way more content than the last, but we'll see. But yeah, see you in alpha 1.2.6 later.